long goodbye to Elon Musk as the one-time Doge chief officially ends his time working in the White House.
I have given it to some, but it goes to very special people, and I thought I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
President Trump handing Musk a golden key and putting on quite a show for the cameras as Musk capped off what has been, let's be real, a whirlwind tour as a, quote, special government employee, end quote. Who can forget him on the stage at CPAC in that dark MAGA hat and sunglasses? That was the chainsaw for bureaucracy, he called it. Or that time he tried to help a conservative candidate win a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. He put on that cheesehead hat, he handed out oversized million-dollar checks, but that effort was ultimately unsuccessful. And Musk recently said that he is done spending big amounts on campaigns. But is today really a final farewell to politics?
Elon's really not leaving. He's going to be back and forth, I think. I have a feeling.
Well, I expect to continue to provide advice whenever the president would like advice.
I hope so.
I mean, I expect to remain a friend and an advisor, and certainly if there's anything the president wants me to do, I'm at the president's service.
So the world's richest man, seen there, is now going to return full-time to his many multi-billion-dollar companies, including SpaceX, which once again saw its massive Starship rocket explode earlier this week. That's the second time that's happened this year. And he'll head back to Tesla, which of course became the target of much of this violence and vandalism as Musk's political involvement dominated headlines earlier this year. Last month, Tesla announced that its first quarter net income plummeted a staggering 71% compared to the year before. And Musk's own public perception has taken a similar downturn. The latest Marquette poll finding that 59% of Americans have a negative opinion of Elon Musk. Just over a third say they're still fans of his. And so even as he ends one job, he has his hands extraordinarily full trying to turn things around. Not making that mission any easier for Musk, the New York Times this morning publishing a deep dive on his alleged use and potential abuse of illegal drugs. Neither Musk nor his lawyer responded to the Times' request for comment, and CNN has reached out to his representatives. Asked about that today, Elon Musk attacked the Times' credibility. But so, as Musk bids goodbye for now to Washington, the question really is, was it worth it? And what's next? In a new interview with CBS, he indicated that leaving the White House behind might not be such a bad thing.
I agree with much of what the administration does, but we have differences of opinion. The things that I don't entirely agree with. But it's difficult for me to bring that up in an interview because then it creates a bone of contention. So then I'm a little stuck in a bind where I'm like, well, I don't want to, speak out against the administration, but I don't want to. I also don't want to take responsibility for everything the administration is doing.
All right, let's bring in CNN's Jeff Zeleny. He's live for us outside the White House. Jeff, so Trump said this isn't the end for Elon Musk. I will say that my reporting suggests that there are many a Republican on Capitol Hill who would prefer to keep control of Capitol Hill, who are more than happy to see Elon Musk exit stage left. But what's your understanding of how he is parting ways at this point and his standing within the White House?
Well, Casey, look, I think there are many cabinet members and others who are also grateful for what Elon Musk has done and pleased that he is leaving because there has been a bit of competition with him. There's no doubt about it. For the president's time, first and foremost, at the very beginning of this administration, Elon Musk was someone he wasn't just a special government employee. He was the most special. He would travel with him on Air Force One. He would go with him to Mar-a-Lago, everywhere else. He spent some nights here at the White House, the Lincoln bedroom. So look, he had a carte blanche to do pretty much anything he wanted. The question is, what does the fallout and the history books, short-term and long-term, say about the Doge? All of the projections he made about it cutting, first it was $2 trillion, then $1 trillion, then significantly less than that in government spending have not come to pass. However, there has been much damage in the eyes of some inside the government to agencies by cutting institutional knowledge and long-serving workers, the soft power that so many talk about. He has also modernized some systems inside the government. So I think we will have to wait and see how much of those efforts have remained. But a lot of his longtime employees are going to go with him. Some are now embedded inside agencies. There's no question about that. But I think the bigger question for the president is Elon Musk going to be a political sounding board, if you will? Is he going to be giving contributions to other Republican candidates? For all the consternation on Capitol Hill, most Republicans were certainly eager to accept his political contributions. Those are likely to not be repeated to the degree that they were last year. Some $275 million Elon Musk spent to get the president elected. So their relationship has not just been this year, it was dating back to last summer, certainly during the transition as well. Elon Musk had a huge role in shaping this government during the transition time. So we shall see how the president sort of occupies without him. But in the last several weeks, his influence inside this administration has been waning. There's no doubt about that. But today, one thing was clear. Both men wanted a fond farewell. Of course, the president wanted to send off the world's richest man with a smile. They are friends. The question is, how often and how close they will work together in the future. And that's something we don't have an answer to at the moment, Casey.
Yeah. All right, Jeff Zeleny getting us started today. Jeff, very grateful to see you. Thank you very much. And joining us now to discuss further, White House National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett. Sir, always grateful to have you on the program. Thank you very much for being here. There does seem to be some tension between the mission that Elon Musk was on with Doge and the quote-unquote big, beautiful bill that Musk was criticizing on the way out. What is the right answer for the economy, especially when the Congressional Budget Office says that the bill is going to add trillions to the national debt?
Right. Well, first of all, I just want to say that I kind of disagree with a lot of the reporting just now. That I'm on the second floor of the West Wing. That's kind of the nerd floor, and Elon was up there too. And I worked really closely with Elon all the way back to the 20th of January, and am very, very fond of the guy. He's a really kind person. Everybody in the West Wing, he has time for. He works harder than anyone I've ever seen. He's there till wee hours of the morning, and I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him a lot. He's a very good person who had a big contribution. Now, what is the contribution? You guys were just talking about it. Well, one of them is that he's helped us get visibility on stuff that government is doing that's very wasteful. And with Russ Vought now over at OMB, what we're doing is we're starting to roll up all of the accomplishments that Elon made and send them into as rescission packages up to the Hill so that Congress can look at the things that we think are wasteful and then stop spending money on that. And Elon said that he's confident that we're going to get up to about $1 trillion in cuts. And when I look at the things that we have in train to rescind, I can see how that's like a very reasonable expectation. And so I think that he's been a wonderful colleague. I'm going to miss him, and he's done a heck of a lot of good for America.
You say that he's a wonderful colleague. The Times, of course, reporting this morning on extensive drug use. Did you ever witness Elon Musk under the influence of drugs?
Not even close, no.
Never?
No.
Not once?
Not even once, no, not in a million years. And I could just say that he is a person who's so filled with joy that it's just a natural way that he is. And he's just been absolutely a blast to work with. And of course, there's no sign whatsoever or anything like that.
Did any of the personal drama that was reported make its way into the White House?
I never talked to him about personal drama ever. I just talked to him about every technical issue. I can tell you that just about every technical issue, like the president was talking about Spectrum and 6G, and whatever it is, Elon knows everything about it. He's one of the most remarkable minds I've ever seen. He's the Thomas Edison of our day.
Do you think his time in government will benefit his companies from a regulatory perspective?
I don't think that he ever thought anything about his own personal gain. He was just trying to make government work better.
So he didn't have like a
stop
personal
wasting money.
vendetta
He had
against
no
USAID,
personal,
for example?
He had no personal agenda whatsoever. I never saw anything like that. It's completely not true. In fact, he just went around and helped us all, the cabinet secretaries and us at the National Economic Council, gain clarity and visibility on everything that the government's doing. Until we had, he came in the first day, I think his T-shirt said tech support, and he really was the best tech support you could possibly have. And I also got to say that he's a person, you talk about him as like the world's richest man. You realize that he's not a person who acts like that. And so in the White House, he had like the most comically small office of anybody in the West Wing. It's like sort of Harry Potter kind of size office. And so he's not about pretensions, he's about getting stuff done. And that's why he's got so many great companies and why we were so glad to have him when we could.
The cupboard under the stairs, I think, is probably what you're referring to there.
It wasn't under the stairs, but it was about that size for sure. Had
right.
enough room for a chair and a place to play video games.
Was he playing video games in the White House?
He was ready to. I didn't see him do it.
Okay.